In the contested Indo-Pacific, the Philippines is undergoing a remarkable transformation. Once a secondary actor, the nation is now asserting itself with strategic clarity, no longer content to be a bystander in great power competition. Manila is leveraging its geography, revitalizing alliances and forging new partnerships, surprising many observers. The Philippines' actions, strengthening military ties and diversifying its economy, are part of a coherent strategy to secure sovereignty and prosperity. This renewed sense of purpose is turning the Philippines into a central player in the region's unfolding drama. Understanding this shift means looking beyond headlines to the deep national interests driving change, from protecting fisherfolk to advancing high-tech industries. By standing firm on its rights and expanding its network of partners, the Philippines is betting it can navigate turbulent waters and emerge stronger. The strategic pivot for the Philippines began with the election of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., marking a significant turning point in the nation's foreign policy. Marcos Jr. brought a new vision to the presidency, one that sought to redefine the country's place in a rapidly changing world. His leadership style emphasized both national pride and a pragmatic approach to international relations. Unlike his predecessor, who had leaned heavily toward China, Marcos Jr. began to distance the Philippines from a singular reliance on Beijing, signaling a more balanced and independent foreign policy. Responding to rising tensions and frequent confrontations in the South China Sea, the new administration recognized the urgent need to protect the nation's sovereignty and maritime rights. The government adopted a pragmatic yet assertive approach, strengthening military presence and enhancing defense capabilities to safeguard territorial integrity against external threats. Manila also began to reassess its participation in China's Belt and Road Initiative, pausing or reviewing several major projects to ensure they aligned with national interests and security concerns. This shift made it clear that the Philippines would no longer allow its foreign policy to be dictated by any single power, instead, seeking a more diversified and resilient set of international partnerships. The alliance with the United States, a historic partner, was reinvigorated with renewed energy and purpose, reflecting shared interests in regional stability and security. Expanded security agreements and a strengthened commitment to the Mutual Defense Treaty have deepened military cooperation, ensuring both nations are better prepared to respond to emerging threats. As a result, the Philippines has emerged as a crucial swing state in the Indo-Pacific, its strategic location making it a key player in the balance of power between global superpowers. Manila is now actively leveraging its unique position, engaging in careful diplomacy with both the United States and China to maximize its national interests. By re-engaging with Western partners and forging new alliances, the Philippines is broadening its diplomatic horizons and seeking new opportunities for cooperation. Manila is also diversifying its economic relationships, attracting investment and building stronger ties with a range of international stakeholders. This realignment has placed the Philippines at the very center of Southeast Asia's evolving security landscape, where its choices and alliances will shape the region's future. As the world watches closely, the Philippines' direction is now more globally significant than ever before, with its leadership and alliances influencing the course of regional and international affairs. The Philippines' strategic importance is deeply rooted in its unique geography, an archipelago of over 7,000 islands stretching across the western Pacific Ocean. Its location has shaped not only its history, but also its present and future on the world stage. The country sits at the crossroads of major sea lanes that are absolutely vital to global trade, connecting East Asia with the rest of the world. In fact, about 1/3 of all global shipping passes through Philippine waters. Any disruption here would send shockwaves through the world economy, affecting everything from energy supplies to consumer goods. To the west lies the highly contested South China Sea, a region rich in resources and a flashpoint for international tensions. To the north, the narrow Bashi Channel separates the Philippines from Taiwan, serving as a critical choke point for both military and commercial vessels. This strategic location has led some to call the Philippines an unsinkable aircraft carrier for the United States, providing a forward base for military operations and rapid response in the region. At the same time, the Philippines is a crucial link in China's so-called First Island Chain, a defensive perimeter that Beijing sees as essential to its security and influence. Both the United States and China view control or influence over the Philippines as a primary objective, making it a focal point in their ongoing rivalry for dominance in the Indo-Pacific. For Manila, irrelevance is not an option. Its geography guarantees that it remains central to regional power dynamics, whether it seeks it or not. The current government has recognized this reality and chosen to be an active shaper of its security environment rather than a passive bystander. By leveraging its position at the heart of Asia's maritime crossroads, the Philippines is transforming its geography from a vulnerability into a powerful diplomatic and military asset, one that will shape its destiny for generations to come. The revitalized U.S.-Philippines alliance stands as the most visible and dynamic element of Manila's new security strategy. After years of uncertainty and shifting priorities, both nations are now reaffirming their commitment to a partnership that has deep historical roots and modern strategic significance. This renewed cooperation is not just symbolic, it is being translated into concrete actions and robust military collaboration. The Mutual Defense Treaty, once seen as a relic of the past, now comes with explicit guarantees. These new assurances are designed to deter aggression and provide a credible security umbrella in the increasingly contested waters of the South China Sea, where tensions have been rising. The Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement has also expanded significantly, granting U.S. forces access to new strategic sites, including key locations near Taiwan. This move not only boosts deterrence but also enables rapid response to regional crises, reflecting the evolving security landscape. The U.S. is deploying advanced military hardware and providing significant financial support to modernize the Philippine military. This includes state-of-the-art equipment, training programs, and technology transfers that are transforming the capabilities of the armed forces. New agreements are enhancing intelligence sharing, joint readiness, and interoperability between the two militaries. These efforts ensure that both sides can respond swiftly and effectively to any emerging threat. Projects like the Joint Warehouse on Itbayat Island highlight the alliance's focus on rapid crisis response and logistical preparedness. These facilities are crucial for sustaining operations in remote and strategically important areas. Every facet of the partnership is being strengthened, from treaty reinterpretations to the development of new logistical hubs and the upgrading of critical infrastructure. This comprehensive approach ensures resilience and adaptability in the face of evolving challenges. This broad and sustained effort is modernizing the armed forces, enhancing their operational effectiveness, and solidifying the Philippines as a central pillar of U.S. strategy in Southeast Asia. The alliance is now more relevant than ever. In a rapidly changing region, the U.S.-Philippines alliance has become a 21st-century security shield for the archipelago, one that is ready to meet the challenges of today and tomorrow. Alongside its security pivot, the Philippines is transforming its economic strategy to reduce reliance on any single partner. While China remains a major trading partner, Manila is strengthening ties with the US, Japan, South Korea, and the EU. The country is emerging as a key player in global semiconductor supply chains, with US support training thousands of Filipino engineers. Economic growth is robust, attracting new investment and fueling high-tech manufacturing. Major infrastructure projects like the Luzon Economic Corridor, co-financed by the US and Japan, are creating seamless logistics networks. The government is moving away from Chinese-funded initiatives, seeking more stable, transparent development. By partnering with reliable allies, the Philippines is building a secure, prosperous economic future. This strategy ensures growth that is both rapid and resilient. The Philippines' foreign policy is about more than choosing between Washington and Beijing. Manila is cultivating a broad network of security and economic partners, building a minilateral coalition for a rules-based Indo-Pacific. Japan is a key ally, deepening security and economic ties, including joint military exercises and infrastructure investment. South Korea and Australia are also strengthening partnerships, from free trade to joint patrols and defense cooperation. The Philippines is engaging European nations, welcoming naval visits and diplomatic support to internationalize South China Sea disputes. This layered diplomacy makes it harder for any single power to act with impunity. By weaving a web of relationships, Manila reinforces its sovereignty and ensures it is never isolated. The coalition approach is central to its new strategic posture. At the heart of the Philippines' renewal is a push to modernize defense and technology. The comprehensive archipelagic defense concept shifts focus to maritime power, surveillance, and infrastructure. Plans for a submarine fleet and anti-ship missile systems signal a commitment to credible maritime defense. Investments extend to energy, with revived nuclear ambitions and agreements with the US and South Korea. The goal is a resilient economy powered by advanced energy and technology. By investing in both military and civilian tech, the Philippines aims for self-reliance and modernization. These moves position the country as a capable, forward-looking actor in the region. Despite its bold direction, the Philippines faces significant risks. Domestic politics could reverse its strategic pivot, especially if future leaders shift back toward China. The reliability of the US as an ally is not guaranteed, with American policy subject to change. Direct conflict with China remains a real danger, as maritime confrontations escalate. Any miscalculation could spiral into a wider conflict, with devastating consequences for the Philippines. Economic risks persist, as China could retaliate with sanctions or coercion. The challenge is to defend sovereignty without severing vital economic ties. Success depends on skillfully managing political, military, and economic risks. The Philippines must ensure its bold moves lead to greater security and prosperity, not instability. The Philippines has stepped onto the center stage of Indo-Pacific geopolitics. Its assertive strategy has made it indispensable to the region's future and a test case for middle powers. By combining alliances, broad partnerships, and internal modernization, Manila is crafting a template for strategic autonomy. The world is watching the trajectory of its US alliance, economic diversification, and domestic politics. The outcome will determine whether its assertive policy is a lasting shift or a temporary chapter. If successful, the Philippines will inspire others and strengthen the rules-based order. If not, it could embolden revisionist powers. The archipelago is now a frontline state in the defining geopolitical contest of our time.